Good morning, students. Today's class we will see about some of the alternative therapies in obstetric practice. Alternative medicine means any form of medicine that is outside the mainstream of Western medicine or conventional medicine. So, various alternative therapies include Ayurvedic medicine, homeopathy, acupuncture, acupressure, naturopathic medicine, aromatherapy, holistic medicine, hypnotherapy, reflexology, massage therapeutic, etc. Ayurvedic medicine. Ayurveda is called as Ayurveda gynecology, which is known as Prastanda, is not just limited to the pregnancy treatment alone, but also suggests the best timings for consuming nutritious food for healthy mother and child, changes in the lifestyle in each month of the pregnancy, etc. Correct behavioral patterns, general rules from inception of pregnancy to delivery. Those among the Ayurveda therapy include it is important for the mom to be in a cheerful and happy mood always. Every day we are neat and clean clothes. Being a well dressed goes a long way in deciding your mood for the day. Instead of putting complicated designer wears, go for simple clothes. Lastly, sleep under a roof in a clean environment. Some don'ts include excessive sex in the early or late stage of pregnancy. Do not overeat or fast. Sleep pattern for should be normal one, that is sleep at night and stay awake during the daytime. Tight clothes and belts are strict no. Do not watch anything on TV or read a book that revolves around the feelings of sorrow, anger, horror, or agony. Through Though traveling is permitted, but if a rough road, try to avoid. Sitting on a hard surface for a long time is not beneficial. Bending or lifting heavy objects are objectionable during pregnancy. Avoid alcohol and do not binge on dry or stale meat. Beholding natural urges unless in an emergency is wrong and should not be done. And postnatal care and baby care, dietetics for the lactating mother. Homeopathy, a medical system that uses intestinal dose of natural substance called remedies to stimulate a person's immune and defense system. Homeopathy's use of herbal and flower essences in an extremely diluted form to bring subtle assistance to symptoms such as nausea and vomiting, sickness, heartburn, itchiness, and skin problems, fatigue, aches, swelling, tenderness, emotional problems, and even stretch marks. Homeopathics can be really useful when medications are contraindicated for pregnancy or labor, as they harm the child. Homeopathic are much more subtle and less risky. Acupuncture. Fine needles are inserted at the specific points to stimulate, disperse, and regulate the flow of vital energy and restore a healthy energy balance. Issues of acupuncture can address include morning sickness, emotional and physical exhaustion, constipation, heartburn, colds and flu, back pain and sciatica, carpal tunnel syndrome, insomnia, anxiety and fear, varicose vein. Issues of acupuncture can address include again headache, hypertension, fluid retention, sinus congestion, labor, pre-labor preparations, postpartum recovery, breastfeeding problems like mastitis. Acupressure. Similar to acupuncture, but using finger pressure rather than the fine needles on a specific points along the body to treat ailments such as tensions and stress, aches and pains, menstrual cramps, and arthritis. Naturopathic medicine. Naturopathic physicians work to restore and support the body's own healing abilities using a variety of modalities, including nutrition, herbal medicine, homeopathic medicines, and Orient medicine. Aromatherapy. Using essential oils distilled from plants, aromatherapy treats the emotional disorders such as stress and anxiety as well as a wide range of other ailments. Oils are massaged into the skin in a diluted form, inhaled or placed in baths. Holistic medicine, a descriptive term for healing philosophy that views a patient as a whole person, not just a disease or a collection of symptoms. In the course of treatment, holistic medicine practitioners may address a client emotional and spiritual dimensions as well as nutritional, environmental, and lifestyle factors that may contribute to an illness. Hypnotherapy, a means of bypassing the conscious mind and accessing to subconscious, where suppressed memories, repressed emotions, and forgotten events may be remain recorded. Hypnotherapy is a psychological method which is a great tool for the emotional anxieties to do with the labor and childbirth. It has also been said to affect the length and pain of labor and lessen and or eliminate complications to do with labor. Unlike drugs and invasive treatments, hypnosis poses no risk to the unborn child and mostly used to make labor less painful and stressful for the mother. Mothers who choose to have a natural childbirth often do so with the help of a trained hypnotherapist. Hydrotherapy. It is defined as scientific application of water for therapeutic purpose. Water may be used at various temperatures in different modes and different forms. Reflexology. This modality is based on the idea that specific points on the feet and hands correspond with organs and tissues throughout the body. With the fingers and thumbs, the practitioner applies pressure to these points to treat a wide range of stress related illness. Reflexology is basically pressure, stretching, and massaging certain points of the feet. Reflexology is based on the premise that the pressure points of the feet correspond to organs and points in the body. Since the body undergoes so many changes during pregnancy, the traditional massage and treatments can be difficult due to expanding belly. Reflexology is the fantastic alternative as the feet is the only part of the body being massaged. Issues in reflexology can help include morning sickness, fluid retention, fatigue, muscle pain, nausea, bowel movements, circulation, and stress relief. Reflexology has been practicing over 4,000 years and first practiced in massage therapeutic. A general term for range of therapeutic approaches with the roots in both Eastern and Western cultures. It is involves in the practice of manipulating a person's muscles and other soft tissue with the intent of improving person's well-being or health and may include but not limited to the effleurage, deep tissue, percussion, vibration and joint movement. Approaches to the management of pain, labor pain, pharmacological and non-pharmacological. Pharmacological eliminate physical sensation of pain, non-pharmacological prevent the sense of suffering. Non-pharmacological approaches include perceived threat to the body or psyche, helplessness, loss of control, distress, insufficient resources for coping with situation, fear of death of the mother or the baby. Pain is a side effect of normal process. Goal is not to make the pain disappear, but to instill self-confidence, sense of mastery and well-being so that the pain neither feared nor focused on. Women who feel that they have successfully fully cope with the pain and stress of labor, not that they are able to transcend their pain and experience a sense of strength and profound psychological and spiritual comfort during the labor. Support from a doula or a coach is the woman who experienced childbirth but without a professional credentials who guide and assist the woman in labor. Having a doula can increase the woman's self-esteem as well as decrease the rate of oxytocin augmentation, epidural anesthesia, and cesarean birth. Doula can be a woman's husband, mother, etc. Non-medical care of laboring women throughout the labor and delivery by a trained person. Supportive companion during labor can help with pain and anxiety. Multiple studies have shown that it will be half the risk of unplanned C-sections, half the risk of instrumental delivery, significantly shorten the labor. Water immersion. Warm water deep enough to cover the woman's abdomen enhances relaxation, reduces labor pain. Body temperature should be monitored few minutes to hours in the first stage of labor. Randomized trial shows significant reduction in pain and no increase of infection rate. Intradermal blocks. Incidence of low back pain in labor is for 15 to 74%. Etiologies include fetal occiput posterior positions, rougher uterine pain, lumbopelvic characteristic. The endorphins released through thought to be responsible for pain relief. Randomized trials have found significant decrease in severe lower back pain. Relief lasts for 45 to 120 minutes. Intradermal block. The four intradermal injections of zero point 0.5 to 1 ml of sterile water with 25 gauge needle over each posterior superior iliac spine and 3 cm below the 1 cm middle to the foresight. So these are the selection of injection site. Water therapy. Standing under warm water shower or soaking in a tube of warm water. The temperature of water should be between 35 to 37 degrees Celsius. Several studies have investigated the risk of using hydrotherapy with the rupture of membrane. Findings have no increase in chorioamnionitis, postpartum endometritis, neonatal infections, or antibiotic use. No limit to the woman can stay in the bath, and often they have encouraged to stay as long as they desire. Warm water bath increasingly available in hospital and birth centers. No effect on use of epidural and short duration of pain, only effective while she is in the bath. And recommendations: wait for active labor, maintain water at below body temperature, limit the bath time to 1 to 2 hours. In randomized controlled trial to determine the efficiency of warm water shower in paturation, pain, and birth experience of women during the first stage of labor. The participants in the experimental group received a warm shower bath interventions of full body or lower back shower. Participants could spend 5 minutes complete bath, 15 minutes directing shower water toward any body region that felt most comfortably. Women who participated in the warm shower reported significantly lower the means pain scores 4 cm and 7 cm cervical dilatation. Maternal movements and positioning: 76% of hospitalized laboring women do not walk around. Limited movements have secondary to connections with IV and tachometers, BP cuff catheters, pain medications instructed not to by the medical staff. So many positions but long so little time. So the positions during labor can be knee, just dangle, hands and knees, labor dance, the lift, rocking sideline, rhythmic or ritual handling contractions, pelvic dimensions vary with the different maternal positions, and certain positions are specifically helpful when the back pain is primary cause for the discomfort. Movement in the first stage. The control trial shown that less pain while standing or sitting compared to supine. Compared to lying on one side, less pain while sitting until 6 centimeters and less pain while lying on one side. Vertical and sideline positions were accompanied by more progress than supine position. During second stage, supine position found to be more painful than other positions. Kneeling positions preferred to a sitting position. Touch and massage. Touch communicate caring, concern, reassurance, and love. Massage enhances relaxation and reduces pain. It has been found to decrease pain, anxiety, and blood pressure. Shown to improve mood and sense of support. No harmful effect. Application of heat and cold is a personal choice. Place 1 or 2 layers of cloth to protect against skin damage, and intact sensation is pre-request. Heat applied to the back, lower abdomen, groin, perineum relieves pain, chills, stiffness, muscle pain, increase excitability of connective tissue. Cold applied to back, chest, and face relieves pain, muscle spasm, inflammation, and edema. Childbirth education, reading classes, office visit, information on the process of labor and birth, typical pain experience and options for pain management should be provided for pregnant women and partner or the support. Provision of education prior to the labor. Relaxation and breathing. Rhythmic breathing patterns promote relaxation and distract the woman from labor pain, enhance a sense of control. Survey of the woman who gave birth in 2005 shows 49 of used breathing techniques, 75% found these are helpful and other 22% did not found. Study of British women using relaxation technique shows 88% of it is found to be helpful. Music and audio analgesia. Few studies with a small sample size inadequate to controls aromatherapy. Use of concentrate oils and distilled from plants. Use is increasing. Some source note that they are potent as pharmacological drugs and should be used with caution. One controlled prospective study shows that lavender, rose, or fragrance used under supervision of midwives. The result of the study shows aromatherapy decreased the labor pain but did not affect the duration of the labor process. Acupressure. Based on the concern that the illness is result from imbalance of energy, to correct the imbalance, needles are inserted to the skin at the specific body point. Activation of this point lead to the release of endorphins, helpful in the first stage of labor. Acupressure or acupuncture. It is a simple alternative of acupuncture. Acupressure applied with fingers or small beds of the acupuncture points. Both have shown to lower use of pharmacological pain relief. Acupressure, application of pressure or massage to the heel of the hand, fist, or the pads of the thumb and the fingers. Hypnosis, a state of deep physical relaxation with altered mind. Self-hypnosis, the glove anesthesia, time distortion, imaginative transportation, significant reduction of analgesic use. Transcutaneous electrical nerve stimulation, low voltage impulse to the skin via surface electrodes, renders available. Woman control intensity and sensation pattern, increased endorphins. Randomized studies shows that reduction of pain scores was shown in some studies. Birthing ball or birth balls. The effect of birthing balls was supported by the findings of the study, which has conducted on the effects of birthing ball experience on pain and self-efficiency during childbirth. Results revealed that birth ball exercise provides statistically significant improvement in childbirth, self-efficiency, and pain. And also, mothers in the experimental group have shorter first stage of duration, less epidural analgesia, and fewer cesarean deliveries than the control group. Then double hip squeeze. Double hip squeeze changes the shape of the pelvis and releases tension of the sacroiliac joint. Place the hands on each side below the iliac crest and over the gluteal muscle with the fingers pointing towards the midline. Thank you for listening.